else feel like I have demons in them casually? Nope, just me? Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this video I'm obviously going to be taking you through how I got this look. I will just show you just quickly. Okay, so I need arm stretch away from the picture. I saw this chick on Google. I'll just lower the exposure so you can see better. I was searching demonic face paints, etc. or body paints, and of course this imagery came up in the long run. So I thought I would recreate it, you know, my version of it. So yeah, I absolutely love how it came out. It was like a whole chunk of me just falling away, like chipped away, and all these demons look like snakes, but all these demons are just coming through. So yes, I do really hope you enjoyed this video. I'm making an attempt to keep this intro short, more or less. Yes, I hope you enjoyed this video, and the content is optional, but I just thought I'd add it to the look even more. So yes, I hope you enjoy, and let's just get with the video now. Okay, so of course starting up by pinning my hair back. Now I'm just deciding which side I want the glam side, or the little bit of glam side to be, and the non-so glam side. So removing one eyebrow, so hence I've made my choice. So just adding little random jagged lines, starting obvious in the forehead and drawing it across my nose, and then just casually down my cheek, and starting back up the forehead again, and just sort of drawing it around, sort of meeting it halfway around the jawline, down the neck, across the shoulders, down around the chest. And then completing that whole circle at the bottom. Then I'm going to go through and add little round lines here and there on the edges, just to make it look like there was a bit of cracking left in my skin, because wherever bits of chunks of pieces have fallen off, there's always like little receded line bits that you see in the cracks of, you know, broken up rock on the ground or whatever. Okay, so now with my radical face paint, I know I forgot what it was called for a second, or I thought I got the name wrong. I'm obviously using the larger end of my paddle brush to add the black across the bigger parts of my, or the more wide space of my chest, neck and face. I am avoiding the edges for now because I will be going in with a smaller end in just a moment, you know, when I've gotten the most of it done. Now for the smaller side to ensure for a much cleaner line. So now to add a little yellow eyes, I'm basically drawing like a football shaped circle, obviously one next to the other. So now I'm going in with red to add the iris, or the colour part of the eye, which does make it look a lot more like snakes to begin with, but I mean snakes are technically almost a representation of anything demonic, especially with the serpent. So now to get started on the jaw, or the fangs or tusks, or whatever you want to call it, 2 lines going down, then a few lines extending across those 2 lines above, and then 2 lines going opposite direction, and then filling in the teeth at the bottom. So once again here I'm drawing them going down first, then a row of teeth across, and I forgot to do the bottom row, but I'll do that in a second. So following this example, 2 teeth going down, and then now going back up again, just adding the bottom jaw. You can see that eyelid wasn't exactly easy to draw across. So some parts didn't obviously involve an entire jawline, depends on where the leftover my skin was. So jaws going down, and now obviously the bigger they are the more time they take up, but going down, then drawing them up in a way. And then sort of small little short patting stroke motions I'm adding the teeth in. Now at this stage I am adding black little stress vein lines. And now just adding little pupils in the same shape as the iris, just to make it look a bit more like an eyeball. So now I'm adding little blood marks on the very tips of the fangs, just to make it creepily look like these demons have technically been eating me on the inside. You know how some sort of situations can eat you out alive, so to speak, so pretty much making it look like these inner demons of mine have been eating me from the inside. Then I was also adding little tongues with the same red. So some got tongues, others didn't. If they were a bit more closer to the centre of my face and whatever, they were without a tongue, except for the big guy. The big guy got a massive tongue, but for those a lot closer to the edges of my skin, they got little tongues, serpent-shaped tongues typically. So this one got a massive tongue, which touched right out across, so just really giving that creepy vibe by sticking a bunch of tongues and blood marks on the fangs. So now I'm adding some highlights just to give my skin a bit more of a lifted away look, like a receding look. I do also go through with some shadowing. Now I'm priming with MAC Paintball Soft Ochre and my Real Select brush, and then testing over with Venus, which I haven't used in a while, but the palette was out, so I just thought I may as well use it. So now taking some painkiller and adding this in as I transition into the crease, obviously. Then same goes for Makeup and Chill into the crease to begin with, but then onto the eyelid. And then I'm going to go through with Wanted and pretty much put that all over except the inner corner of my eye, so I basically left that alone. So then curling my eyelashes up to the Asgard Gods, and then grabbing my lashes, grabbing my mascara and of course mascaring up my lashes, and then adding a little wing, because why not? And then that is then the makeup complete. I didn't really bother with false lashes, obviously. So then I also just went over my brows with some of Makeup and Chill and Wanted.